Hi, my name's Trish, and I want to start off by saying I don't know how people make these videos and make them look so easy. Everybody's got all this set up. They're looking directly at the camera, and they're doing a great job. Well, I don't know. I don't have any excuses, but I've never done this, and I'm not prepared. So I will start off by saying I am not a professional, clearly, as you can tell by the tape that's going on my face. And my makeup never turns out the same. And sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. I have a mirror off to my right, so if it looks like I'm not looking at you, I promise I'm going to try to focus on you, but I do have to look at the mirror to do my makeup. My phone is just, the video is just way too far away. I don't know how people do this. People make this shit look so easy. Anyways, so I start off by putting on my tape, which I just recently started doing because I was tired of my eyes being at different angles, which this doesn't help either, but it makes it more look refined. Makes it look more refined. Okay. Anyways, then I put on my chapstick, keep myself loosen up. I do want to start off by saying that like 95% of my makeup comes from Ipsy. This is not paid for or anything, but I do love the makeup that they give me, the makeup that they send out. It's always, not always, but 95% of the time it's fabulous, it's fantastic, it works great for me. I like the variety, it's great. Anyways, this is not an ad for Ipsy, but I always start off with putting on, I'll put everything that I use in the link, not in the link, in my bio or whatever you call that thing that dropped down. But I will tell you what it is. This is Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Eraser. It is a godsend. It's fabulous. I love it. You just twist, obviously, because it's almost gone, but I have another one waiting for me for when this is gone. So you just twist it up. You know, you can't even really tell that it's coming out, but I put this on as basically like a primer, I guess you would say, eye primer, and I put this all over my eyes. And I do both eyes at the same time, pretty much. If I do something to one side, I have to do it to the other just so that it looks even. I can't like complete one eye and move on. I don't know, maybe that's just me, or maybe y'all are normal. Yeah, so put my makeup on. Anyways, so I'm not here to talk about my makeup. I am here to talk about life, I guess, because that's the name of my channel or whatever, you know. I'm not here to, this isn't a makeup tutorial at all, but I'm not really sure if I'm going YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram or whatever, but we're gonna see who will upload this video because it's not gonna be 10 minutes. TikTok. Anyways, so let's just start out by saying I didn't have a normal upbringing. We're not talking about that. We're talking about life. We're going to talk about right now, I don't like to live in the past. So actually, you know what, real life, like, okay, this is the first time I've ever had the opportunity to even do something like this. So that's why I'm kind of taking advantage of this. It's great. I really like doing makeup. I'm not good at it, but I've always wanted to do makeup and stuff like that. I even went to cosmetology school for a little bit, and that didn't really work out, but I like makeup. I like it, but the last 3.5 years I was homeless, and I have 3 kids, and I now have another one on the way. And before y'all come for me, birth control has been used, many different forms, and I still get pregnant. It's not fair to anyone at all. Anyways, So I definitely think that, okay, I wonder if I could just like edit all this out. This is my first video, so it's gonna suck, I'm guessing. Is that how that works? They just throw up their first video and call it good. So yeah, my family and I, we were homeless for 3.5 years. Mostly thanks to COVID and the fact that we didn't realize that what we thought was an eviction is not an eviction. Apparently that's a thing. You can go to court and still not get an eviction, which is great. It was great. It worked out for us. Anyways, but we lived in an area that was like super duper expensive, and it was horrible. It was awful. It was really expensive, and it was really hard to get out of that like negative mindset. You know, that's something as an adult, people just like, they just don't tell you that sometimes you get into this area where you're, I wouldn't necessarily say comfortable, but you know, you don't think that there's any other options. You just don't. And I just, you know, we kind of got stuck. I started having mental health issues, especially after having a baby and things like that. And I had lost my sister like 6 months prior to becoming homeless. I lost her to a murder-suicide. We won't get into that this video, but yeah, no, it really put a set back on things, and it really made it so that we we felt like we couldn't get out. So we moved up north and to be closer to my dad. Better influence, I guess, maybe different influence, I don't know. But yeah, so we moved up north, and that has all been well and wonderful. And we were in our van for a while with 3 kids. Yes, it was a lot. And we just kind of made it work for a while till his lease was up. And then when his lease was up, we decided to all get a house together. And this is the first time that my husband and I, as a couple, have been in a house. And it's absolutely phenomenal. It is such an amazing feeling. Like, I used to be so embarrassed to talk about being homeless, even though that's such a real thing for so many people. But everybody, you know, would hear, oh, you're homeless, you must do drugs, you must, you know, whatever. Well, no, not everybody who's homeless does drugs. So yeah, I it's one of those things that really just kind of, it didn't sit well with me. I felt really awful, like I failed as a mom, you know, because who wouldn't? And my mental health was fading and all those things. So yeah, when we moved up here, I decided I wanted to do something a little different. So now once we moved in here and we got ourselves situated, it's been almost a year. They decided to renew our lease. Yay! You know, something we don't have to worry about for a whole nother year, which is honestly, it's something that we couldn't have even hoped for where we were living before. And I really I really wanted to do better for my family, and so here we are. And a few months into moving in here, we got pregnant. Hooray! Well, you know, I am not pro-life, pro-choice, or anything like that, but just me personally, I have lost a couple babies, and to me, that just wasn't worth it to get rid of a kid just because we really didn't want any more or anything like that. That just didn't sit right with us, and so we decided to, you know, we're going forward. We were really, really nervous for a while about what we were going to be having, but we are having a little girl, and we couldn't be more excited. And my husband works really long hours, and so I am here with our little babies, our little family, because childcare is ridiculously expensive. And that's fine, you know. I also just don't believe in, no, I can't even say that. I don't believe in childcare. No. I don't believe in paying your entire salary for, or your entire paycheck for yeah, I just can't. I don't know how people afford daycare. I just don't. And I don't know how people trust daycares. I have heard so many nightmare stories about, you know, children being hurt or killed by their nannies or their, you know, daycare people not taking care of them. I don't like the idea of someone else raising my kids. I guess that's my biggest thing. That's I want to be the one to fuck up my kids if I'm gonna fuck up my kids. And I get compliments on my kids all the time, so obviously I'm not doing a terrible job. But there's a lot of things that in the adult life that nobody freaking tells you, and it's honestly, it's one of the biggest motivators for me as a mom to do better for my kids. Not to say that my parents didn't do the best that they could, but you know, there does come a point where it's like, well, it would have been really nice to know this stuff, like anything, taxes, rent, what it takes to, you know, own a house, what it takes to rent a house and not get stuck in apartment living, and owning your own first car and things like that. Like, obviously these are not gonna line up the way. Imagine that. Like I said, my makeup always messes up on me, and it's 95% my fault. That's okay. But we yeah, so we don't sugarcoat anything. We don't lie, we don't hide anything from our kids. And we're trying really hard to break those generational cycles. You know, I am guilty of yelling at my kids too much. Yes, who isn't? Come for me in the comments. I don't care. I do care, because I'm actually like super, I have like super awful anxiety. So please don't come for me in the comments. Go ahead, come for me. I don't care. Anyways, that being said, I'm a very firm believer in simplicity and things just, you know, if you can't do things yourself, just, you know, why are you doing them, you know? Anyways, so I have, yeah, so I just decided that I wanted to do something when we moved in here that was meaningful to me, and to me right now that is makeup. And so I'm doing that and talking to you guys about life and such, because who doesn't want to talk about life? So this is my first video though, so you know, I like really simple makeup. I really like to, okay, so sorry, my daughter decided she wanted to come in. I probably look like a perturbed mother. Anyways, okay, before I jump ahead of myself, I like simple makeup ever since becoming a mom. I can't do, you know, I've never been one for makeup, really. I love doing it, and I love like seeing the creations that people do on their faces and things that people are capable of. Like, it honestly, it blows my mind how good people are at makeup. And like you know, people like Bailey Sarian, where they have these full-on conversations and do their makeup, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know how you friggin' focus. Like, you have notes on the wall in front of you that you read, because I would love to know all y'all's secrets. one day I'll get there. One day I'll get there. So, but yeah, so this is my, I want to start taking, I bought some crochet stuff that off Amazon to try to, give myself something to do because I'm 29, almost 29 weeks pregnant, and being 29 weeks pregnant, you can't really do much. I mean, you can. Yeah. I make excuses for everything. I'm really lazy. I'm not like, I've never been financially stable. So I guess that's my big reason for not going out and doing things, and when you get depressed, you really don't want to go out and do things. And like, there's so many things that can make you just make you depressed. And I know somebody in the comments is going to come for me because I'm not putting my foundation all over my face, but that's, I love this foundation. It's absolutely the perfect match to my skin color, so I don't complain. You can't tell, and I really, honestly, I have some wrinkles up here, you can't tell, and when I moved in here before I had like a skincare routine and stuff, I had really bad, like a crease right here, because apparently I was just always angry. Apparently that's a thing. So, but I don't like to, I just don't like the feeling of feeling like I have makeup caked all over my face. And this is a decently light foundation, but I don't like the creases when I smile, and I don't like here because I don't have that 24-hour makeup team. I am not a Kardashian, I'm not a millionaire, I'm not a Jenner, I'm not a billionaire, I don't know, they all billionaires are by now. Anyways, so, but yeah, I'm just like a really real down-to-earth person, and I'm trying really hard not to stress too much about all the little things in life anymore, because that's something that I have always done. I always stress everything, and I hate it. It honestly, it does me no good. It feeds nothing. I definitely don't like feeling like everything is the end of the world, and I parent my kids the same way. I don't, guys, chill out, like, let's hang out and have a good time. Let's, but I don't have any like skills. I'm not good at anything. I'm not great at anything. I, I want to do art, and I want to do makeup, and I want to do all this stuff, and it's not for everybody. I can do really quick makeup routines, and I can show you how to do stuff quick because I'm doing this while my 3-year-old is sleeping. He's almost 3. He's not quite 3 yet. But yeah, I'm literally doing this while my 3-year-old is sleeping because if I don't do it now, I don't get to do it until they're all in bed. And let me just tell you, toddlers, oh, that's fun. Man, toddlers do not know how to stay in bed. I was up with him like 5 times last night. I'm so freaking tired. Like, kid, let me tell you what it's like to have a baby in your tummy and then have a toddler come in 5 times and wake you up because, well, the first time he wanted water, and the second time he wanted his blanket fixed, and then his nightlight went out, so I had to go turn on his nightlight, and all the fun stuff that I get to do as a mom. I'm not complaining. I love being a mom, but I wish that there were things that people would have told me before becoming a mom. There are so many things that I just wish I had known. I wish that I had known about postpartum. I wish that I had known what it took to go, to just even be in labor. I wish somebody somewhere had said something along the way in my life. I might have rethought having babies. And I don't mean that in a terrible way. Somebody I know is going to come for me, and that's fine. I say that a lot because I know social media is just, everybody is vicious, everybody's out for themselves, everybody's out, nobody has anything nice to say these days. I don't understand it. But I just, I want people to be themselves. I try so hard to not be judgmental and to not be up everybody's butt. Everybody's got a life to live. Everybody's got something going on, and it might not be my cup of tea, but who am I to judge? What I do might not be your cup of tea, but we might actually be really good friends. I wouldn't know because I don't have any friends, so don't ask me to be your friend because I probably will say no. I don't know. I would love friends. I love the idea of girls' nights and having friends, and I wonder how all these women and people do this, friend thing and go out and have kids and have mom. They'll probably have friggin' nannies. That's how. That's that's what's going on. Everybody's got nannies. Or babysitters. But that shit's expensive too. It's just not. I really don't like the idea of, I can't do that. I can't. I have my sister who's possibly going off to the Navy, and she watches my kids from time to time, and I'm super grateful, but I also realize that she has a life, and, she's gonna be gone, and I won't have that. I've never had it before her, so I'm just, ever so grateful for her, and I will miss her when she's gone. But alas. Anyways, so, yeah. There's a lot of things they don't tell you about motherhood, and I wish they did, and, maybe one day I'll have this all figured out, and by then my kids will be all grown. But until then, anyways, so that is basically the end of my makeup tutorial. Not even makeup tutorial. I should have done a makeup tutorial because then I would have been done talking to you by the time my makeup was finished. Well, here I am doing my makeup, not looking fabulous. Just kidding. I have nowhere to go. I'm just doing this because I want to put my first video up and gotta get started somewhere, right? Well, this is it. So that's my makeup, and I will try to make another one and post it soon. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys